屈服の時間だ。
差し出された彼女の指を舐めてしまっていた。
は？
これ今回の褒美か。
Okay, I'm pretty sure you guys have seen, like, at least once in our lives, we've seen something bad, something naughty, you know what I mean? But have you ever seen an anime, like, horrendously, and I mean horrendously down bad? And yes, if you've watched High School DxD, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I have never seen it, nor do I plan on watching that, but this show, Chain Soldier, my Hotono Slave, is what I mean down bad. This is the same dude that made Akame ga Kill, one of the most tragic and saddest anime out there. Like, the same dude who made this show, and there's like a lot of similarities. You got the main girl Kyoka, who's really similar in design to S-Def, but she's more, I'd have to say, kinkier, like out there. And you have our main protagonist, similar to the one from Akame ga Kill, but like this dude, and I mean, he is down bad. Like, let's talk about it, because the show, I don't even know if I'm allowed to show certain scenes just because I don't know if I can, but regardless, I don't even know if the show has a plot, because like the story so far that's been presented is not bad, but it's pretty entertaining if you're into that kind of stuff. When I recommend anime, this is not one of those shows. This is a show I would not recommend people to watch, because this is the type of show that gets people out of anime. Like, you see a certain scene here, something like this, yeah, you're not gonna like want to watch this, because it's like, what am I watching? Like, what exactly am I watching? So essentially the story follows Yuki. He's basically a normal person working your 9 to 5 until one day he's randomly teleported into this demon world, this demon realm, like this other supernatural plane of existence where people sometimes get stuck, and then he ends up being saved by the defense corps, the anti-demon corps. He ends up being saved by the commander of the group, Kyoka, and like she uses her power to turn him into this half demon, half man beast with enhanced durability, enhanced strength, enhanced speed, whatever. And in order to use her ability on him, she has to reward him in certain ways. If you've seen classic Dragon Ball, then you know that kind of gets down bad like in the very beginning. But this, I mean, it absolutely takes it to a different level. Like, one I've seen, like, how is this not considered, you know, how is it not considered that? Like, how? I genuinely don't know. Each week, like after like the first episode, I kept telling myself, okay, maybe it gets better. No, this show just gets more and more down bad. With each of the new characters being introduced, we get like more scenes that just like kind of make you wonder, what is this show even about? Like, what is this show even about? Because like, is there a plot? Yeah, Yuki is trying to understand his demon powers. He's trying to understand how this world is working, how the defense corps, the anti-demon corps, whatever you want to call it, is like trying to take down these demons, trying to stop them from. But from what I can tell in the show, it's literally this dude is like every like harem MC's wet dream, because like dude is getting down and dirty with almost every girl in the show so far that's been introduced. You got Shusu, you got that one green-haired girl, I forgot, you got Kyoka, and then you got some of the other characters in the 7th squad that really haven't been introduced a whole lot. We're only like 4 episodes in to the show. Not really much has happened. It feels like mostly a fan service type of show. It doesn't really get me excited like watching the show week to week. I just get really invested into like how down bad it's gonna be week to week. But to me, I haven't really seen the uncensored version of the show. Do I plan on it? Maybe, maybe not, depending how I feel about the season. I know some people have dropped the show, not because it's been down bad, but that's partly, but apparently because it doesn't follow the manga word for word. But then again, most adaptations of like shows like this, ecchi type of shows, are never going to be one-to-one unless it's High School DxD. But even then, they do have to censor, because like the way that they're portraying like the show is kind of extreme right now. It is kind of out there. Is it a show I recommend to people? No, not really. If you're a veteran anime fan, yeah, I recommend it. If you want to like mess around with your friends and recommend like, oh yo, this is a anime made by the same creators as Akame ga Kill. You should definitely go watch it. I promise you, those people are gonna get a kick and be like, what even is this show? This show, to me, it doesn't really have a plot as far as I can tell. It is really more of a fan service type of show. Now, I know there's gonna be people out there, oh, you're not watching the story, blah, blah, blah. Yes, I am. I've been watching this show week to week. I anticipate the show, yes, about every week, but from what I can tell, it's really down bad. But like the girls in the show, they're pretty cool. I really like their unique skills, their unique powers. Like each week, each episode, we get like an episode dedicated to all the girls. Shushu, you got the green haired girl, you got Kyoka, which is, I'm on the verge. I'm not saying she's best girl, but you got Shushu, the girl who looks like Yotsuba. Like she really looks like Yotsuba from the quintessential quintuplets. And her ability, she can grow, she can shrink, she can grow it in the right places, if you know what I mean. But that's all I'll say. Then you got Kyoka, who does favors, and it's just really, really out there. And then you got that one green-haired girl who can copy other people's abilities and do the same thing as Kyoka to an extent, but not as powerful. It's just really interesting how this show is going. Now, am I excited? I don't know. Like, will I continue watching the show? Yeah, just to see what happens. But is it a show that I would rewatch? I don't know. I really don't know. I just wanted to talk about how this show is down bad, just because like all this stuff that I've seen, like our buddy Yuki, he's having the time of his life. Trust me, if I was in his shoes, I would do anything. And I mean anything. I probably would have folded with like Shushu right there. You know, the girl that looks like Yotsuba. I honestly would have folded if I was a main character, but that's just me. What are your guys on this show? The same creators, Akame ga Kill. What do you guys think about Chain Soldier? Is it like an anime you've been watching week to week, or is it a show that you've only heard, that you've only seen clips of, and you're like, yeah, I'm not gonna be watching that? Let me know your thoughts on the comment down below. But that's just my take. It is really down bad, but at least it's not gushing over magical girls. I refuse to watch that because